Hello again. Welcome back. Welcome to a new class. Today is class number 171, which means that we only have, how many? 25 classes left. 5 perfect weeks of class. Class 171, yes, and today we're going to look at easy things, but very important things. Really, to tell you the truth, in my opinion, theoretically, everything in English is quite easy. The conditionals seem difficult, but the structure is very easy and never changes. There are no exceptions in the conditionals. And the question is not to learn the different structures, the different forms. The problem is to activate it orally, verbal activation, and agile activación, agile activation of these forms. And that is endiabladamente difícil, tremendo, y nadie lo consigue, casi. I know very few people who have agility, even with the most basic forms. So we need to continue. When you listen to these programs, you notice that the teachers were constantly talking. We're constantly using the structures. We're not explaining the structures normally, because that's very easy. You can explain the structure on a piece of paper in the book, but we want you to hear the structure 100 times every class until it becomes part of your internal mechanism. Bum, bum, bum. Sale espontáneamente. It's not easy, but that's our job. Class number 171. Let's go to camera 1 and review class 170, please. All right, 170 is to steal money, to steal time. Yes, to steal time. At the end of the class yesterday, I told you, if you steal a little bit of time every day, in the long run, your English will improve a lot. Yes, to steal time. I remember my father, when he was working, he had to steal time to play golf. My father loved to play golf, but he never had time. He was very busy in his job. He was the manager of a branch office in Texas of a big insurance company. And so it wasn't easy for him to find a moment to escape during the week and play golf. On the weekend, no problem, Saturday morning, Sunday morning. But he decided on Tuesday afternoon or Wednesday afternoon to steal time to play 9 holes. Medio recorrido de golf, 9 holes. And for him, he was literally stealing time from a very busy agenda to play golf. Then when he retired, he decided to buy a house. And he paid for the house in cash, no mortgage. He paid in cash. To buy a house on a golf course, not near a golf course, on the golf course. Even the golf balls, boom, broke the window or hit the roof of the house. In order to play every day, because when he retired, he wanted to play golf. And he retired early. My father took early retirement. He retired when he was 59 because he wanted to retire. And he had enough money saved to retire and to live relatively well. He wasn't rich, but he wasn't poor. So he retired. He bought a house on the golf course, and he played every day for the first 2 months, or almost every day. For the second 2 months, he played 3 times a week. After 6 months, he played twice a week. After 1 year, he played maybe once a week. And after about 4 years, he didn't play anymore. He lost interest in golf, which is interesting. And my father lost interest in certain other activities when he was retired. Okay? He retired when he was 59. 59. By the time he was 65. By the time he was 65, most of the hobbies he liked before, he didn't have interest anymore, because he wasn't stealing time to do them. You need to remember this when it comes time for you to retire. When you retire, make sure that the things you like to do, that you will continue enjoying them. Because often, the activities that we want to do, that we really love to do, these activities are attractive because we are stealing time to do them. Okay? It's an interesting study, psychological study. And this happens to a lot of people. Some people die quickly after they retire. I think they just become bored and they don't feel useful anymore. And so they lose interest in a lot of aspects of life. And that's bad for your health. Okay, so we were looking at in the class yesterday with the verb to steal. To steal. Stealing is bad. Killing is bad. Lying is bad. To steal. All right. In some cultures, if you steal something, they cut off your hand. They cut your hand? No. Cut your hand is incisión. They cut off. Con do es fuera. They cut off your hand if you steal something. All right. And in some countries, many years ago, if you stole something, they executed you. So you needed to be careful if you were going to be a thief. You remember the story of Ali Baba and the 40 thieves. Well, those 40 thieves, plus Ali Baba, they stole a lot of things. To steal. They stole diamonds, I think. To steal. All right. Another expression we learned yesterday was in the long run. In the long run, a la larga. Literalmente, en el largo recorrido, que significa en inglés a la larga. All right? In the long run. If you steal a little bit of time every day to study English, in the long run, you will notice a big difference in your ability with my language. In the long run. In the short term, no, but in the long run, yes. Now, we have long term. Long term is a largo plazo. Mis objetivos a largo plazo en la vida. My long term goals or objectives in life. My long term. But in the long run is a la larga. Un poco parecido a la expresión en inglés eventually. Escrito eventually. Eventually significa antes o después, tarde o temprano. O sea, a la larga. Yeah. If you study a little bit every day, if you steal time to study, maybe if you steal 15 minutes a day to study English on your own initiative, eventually you will reach a good level. In the long run, you'll notice the difference. It's true, I know, from my own personal experience and watching other students. All right, I have to go, but I'll be back in just a few minutes.
Hello there, it's nice to see you. I hope you're ready to review your last class and do some practice. Okay, we're here with our special guest, Annette, the saddest student we have in Vaughan Systems.
Okay.
Okay, are you ready?
Yes, I am.
Okay, are you ready? Okay, let's go. Annette, did I steal your pen when you weren't looking? Did I steal your pen when you weren't looking?
No, you didn't steal my pen when I wasn't looking.
Very good, and again?
You didn't steal my pen when I wasn't looking.
Okay. Did I steal your pen when you weren't looking? No, you didn't steal my pen when I wasn't looking. Now, can you give me a positive answer?
Yes,
Stole.
You stole my pen when I wasn't looking.
And again?
You stole my pen when I wasn't looking.
Very good. So today I steal, yesterday I stole. Did you steal my pen? No, I didn't steal your pen. Or I stole your pen. I stole your pen. Okay? Have you ever stolen a car?
I have never stolen a car.
Are you sure?
I'm completely sure.
Can you give me a positive answer?
I stole a car. I stole a car yesterday.
Okay, so she stole a car yesterday. Did you steal a car? I didn't steal a car. Or I stole a car. I stole a car yesterday. Okay? Ask me if I've ever stolen a picture.
Have you ever stolen a picture from a museum?
Okay, from a museum. Okay. No, I've never stolen a picture from a museum. I've never stolen a picture from a museum. Ask me to give you a positive answer.
Please give me a positive answer.
Okay? I've stolen a picture from the museum. So I haven't stolen, or I've stolen a picture from the museum. Have you ever stolen a picture?
I have never stolen a picture.
Okay, are you sure?
I'm completely sure.
Okay, would you like to give me a positive answer?
I've
And-
stolen a picture from a museum.
Okay, so I haven't stolen a picture from a museum, or I've stolen a picture from a museum. Okay? Have you ever stolen a diamond?
I have never stolen a diamond.
Did you steal a diamond yesterday?
I haven't.
So did you steal a diamond
I
yesterday?
didn't steal a diamond yesterday.
Okay, will you steal a diamond tomorrow?
I won't steal a diamond tomorrow.
Okay, have you stolen a diamond recently?
I haven't stolen a diamond recently.
Okay, so I haven't stolen a diamond recently. Ask me if I've stolen a diamond recently.
Have you stolen a diamond recently?
No, I haven't stolen a diamond recently. Okay, now Annette, let's move on to the next question. Okay, in the long run, what does in the long run mean?
A largo plazo.
Very good. Are you sure everything will work out in the long run?
Yes, I'm sure everything will work out in a long run.
Okay, and in the long run, in the long run.
In the long run.
Very good. And how do you say that in Spanish? I'm sure everything will work out in the long run.
Estoy segura que todo irá bien a largo plazo.
Very good, very good. Okay. Creo que tendrá éxito a la larga.
I think he's going to have,
Or I think it will be
it will be
successful.
successful in the long run.
And again,
I think it will be successful in the long run.
very good, very good. Okay. Do you think the weather will improve in the long run?
I think the weather will improve in the long run.
Okay. Do you think I will become bald in the long run?
It doesn't seem.
I don't know.
I think you won't become bald in the long run.
Very good. In the long run. Okay. And again, can you repeat?
I think you won't become bald in the bald in the long run.
Okay. And how do you say bald in Spanish?
Pelado.
Okay. Okay.
Oh,
Now,
I think so.
okay. Ask me if the economy will improve in the long run.
Will the economy improve in the long run?
Okay. I think it will improve in the long run. Okay. Do you think computers will become more important in the long run?
I think computers will improve,
Or will become
will
more important?
become more important in the long run.
Very good. And again?
I think computers will become more important in the long run.
Very good. So she thinks computers will become more important in the long run. Okay. I think computers will become more important in the long run. She thinks computers will become more important in the long run. Okay. Do you think people will become more polite in the long run?
I don't think so.
Okay.
I think people will become more
Or less polite?
will become less polite in the long time.
In the long
In the long way.
run. In the long
in
run.
the long run.
Okay, so in the long run. So she thinks people will become less polite in the long run. Can you repeat?
I think people won't become
Or will become
will become less
polite?
polite in the long run.
Run. In the long run.
In the long run.
Okay, so in the long run. Okay, so I hope you keep practicing in the long run. Thank you for watching. It's good to see you, and we'll see you again very soon. Bye bye.
Okay. All right, welcome back. I've got a feeling deep inside. Oh yeah. I've got a feeling I can't hide. Oh yeah. Okay, I've got a feeling. Tengo un presentimiento, una corazonada, una premonición. I've got a feeling. Yeah. I've got music, I've got rhythm. I've got music. I've got my girl. Who could ask for anything more? Okay, the first song is from the Beatles. I've got from Paul McCartney and the Beatles. I've got a feeling. I don't remember which album. The second song was George Gershwin, a composer, an American composer in the 1920s and 1930s. In a musical play he wrote called An American in Paris, Un Americano en París, An American in Paris, which was later made into a movie with Gene Kelly. Okay, let's look at these two songs for a moment, but on camera number one. I've got a feeling deep inside. Muy profundo, muy dentro, muy dentro. Oh yeah, I've got a feeling I can't hide. Oh yeah, que no puedo ocultar. Okay, está Paul McCartney diciendo I've got, yo tengo, en lugar de decir I have. También podría decir I have a feeling deep inside. He could say both. I've got, I have. Now George Gershwin and Gene Kelly, all right. I've got music, I've got, no, al revés. I've got rhythm, I've got music, I've got my girl. Who could ask for anything more? ¿Quién podría pedir más? Tengo mi ritmo, tengo mi música, tengo mi chica. Who could ask for anything more? I've got. So, yo tengo una taza. I have a cup, or I've got a cup. I've got. Both are correct. Which one is used more? Ni idea. I have no idea. 50-50, maybe. In the United Kingdom, I think it's probably 70-30 in favor of I've got. In the United States, I think it's 50-50. We use both expressions. I've got a headache, I have a headache. I've got a lot of problems now. I have a lot of problems. I've got so many problems. Tengo tantos problemas. No sé qué hacer. I have got. Contracción, I've. Y se hace contracción por obligación. Si no haces la contracción y dices, I have got a lot of problems, suena un poco natural. Okay? I've got. All right? I've got a lot of problems. I have a lot of problems. I've got. Have you got a house? Have you got a house in Madrid? Do you have? La pregunta es, have you got or do you have? Have you got a lot of problems? Have you got a problem? Excuse me, have you got a problem? ¿Tienes un problema? Okay. ¿Qué te pasa? Have you got a problem, my friend? Do you have a problem? No, I haven't got a problem. No, I don't have a problem. So, I've got, I have. I haven't got, I don't have. Have you got, do you have? El pasado, did you have? La expresión got, have got, no puede usarse en el pasado. Okay. Las comidas. Do you have breakfast every day? Have you got, no se puede usar. Okay. Con las comidas y consumiciones. I have, nunca I've got. I have a beer every day after this class. Maria, Juan Luis, and I, we go out and we have a beer after the program. Aquí no puedo decir, we've got a beer. Okay? You can't. So, even though the expression I've got is universal in the English-speaking world, I don't recommend you try to use it. I recommend do you have. And the negative, I don't have. And the interrogative, do you have? And I have. Okay? Why? Basically for three reasons. Reason number one, do you have makes the verb to have, which is the third most important verb in the English language. The most important verb is the verb to be. The second most important verb is the verb to go. And the third most important verb is the verb to have. Now, I prefer, and I think most thinking English teachers, pensantes, prefer to make the verb to have as regular as possible, which means Do you have, do you drink, do you see, do you go, do you come, do you like, do you read, do you cry, etc. Do you have? En vez de una cosa, una aberración que es have you got. Aunque yo lo use 50% de las veces, vosotros no. Say do you have. I use do you have maybe 50% of the time and have you got the other 50. I don't know when, because when you speak your own language, the delivery is spontaneous. Exposición espontánea de lenguaje. It's spontaneous. So you don't scientifically think about how you're saying things, okay? But for you, you need to remember, do you have? I don't have? I have. He has? He doesn't have? Does he have? Y olvidemos have you got. Except from the point of view of understanding it. Because native people use it all the time. Ooh, we've got a problem. Oh my God, uh-oh, spaghetti-o, we've got a problem. We've got a problem. Tenemos un problema. Adivina qué. Guess what our problem is? We've got a big problem. I know sometimes if a person comes into my office and says, Richard, we've got a big problem. Normally I say, John, sit down. What's the problem? Usually it's not anything important. Now if a person comes into my office and says, Richard, we've got a small problem, I start to tremble. What? Okay. So I prefer big problems over small problems in this sense, okay? But we often say, I've got. Lo que no decimos, ojo, y que algunos españoles todavía cometen ese error, es decir, yo no tengo un libro, I haven't a book. No. I haven't is yo no he un libro. I haven't a book, no. I haven't got a book or I don't have a book. So when you speak, do you have? In the past tense, did you have? When you're hearing, you will hear both simultaneous. You'll hear both, maybe 50-50. Excuse me, do you have a book? Excuse me, have you got a book? Do you have any money in that bank? Have you got any money in that bank? Do you have any children? Se dice más con children, do you have? Have you got any children? Suena más a posesión en el bolsillo. I don't know, but do you have? See you in a few minutes. All right. Now, with the expression, have you got, especially in the interrogative, when we ask questions with have you got, we say it very, very quickly. In fact, we say it so quickly that we eliminate the first two words. Got a couple of minutes? Have you got? Oye, tienes unos minutos, un par de minutos. Have you got a couple of minutes? I need to speak to you. Hey, you got a couple of minutes? Have you got? You got a couple of minutes? So you need to remember, with have you got, we speak very quickly. The same as in Spanish when you say tira pa'lante. Pa'lante is para adelante. You say it very quickly. And the same in English. Hey, you got a minute? You got about 10 minutes? Can you give me about 10 minutes? But when you speak, use do you have. Excuse me, John, do you have a couple of minutes, please? I'll be back in just a few minutes.
Hello everyone, I'm Hannah, welcome again. Okay, we're here with all of you, ya acercándonos, ya casi paso a paso al final. And thank you, muchas gracias por seguirnos en todo este trayecto, okay? So we're going to look at a very, very important structure, una estructura muy, pero súper importante. Vamos a mirar el verbo tener. Okay, tener, en presente simple. But first, let's say hello to my student, Mamen. Hello.
Hello, Hannah. How are you?
Great. How are you today?
Yes, fine. Great.
Okay, good. Okay, we're going to look at a very, very important verb, tener.
Okay.
Okay, why? Because usamos este verbo 1000 veces al día, like 1,000 times a day, seguro. And also, enfocamos en usar tener en presente simple. Why? Porque tiene dos formas. Two ways, right? Two ways to use tener en presente simple. Y las dos formas son muy importantes y hay que saber las dos. ¿vale? Pero hoy enfocamos en una de las dos, pero haciendo este ejercicio. Yo digo una forma y después Mamen va a convertir la frase en la otra forma, que significa lo mismo, lo mismo. So remember, no olvidéis que las dos formas significan lo mismo. For example, si yo digo, I have a new job. Tengo nuevo trabajo, un nuevo empleo. I have a new job. La otra forma es
I've got a new job.
perfect. Eso, repeat again.
I've got a new job.
Perfect, muy bien. So, la primera forma, la forma tradicionalmente principal es I have a new job. Tengo un nuevo trabajo. Y Mamen, she gave me la segunda forma que es I've got a new job. So, I've es la contracción de I have. Have se usa como aquí auxiliar. Okay, so esto es muy importante. Aquí have no es el verbo tener, es el verbo auxiliar. Entonces combinamos have como auxiliar más got. Y esa combinación es lo mismo decir tengo. Okay, so es la combinación de A más B que significa I have, es lo mismo. So, otra vez, next sentence, I want you to change, quiero que cambies de la forma principal a la otra forma.
Okay.
We don't have a car.
We haven't got a car.
Okay, great, good. Again,
We haven't got a car.
great. We haven't got a car. No tenemos coche, no tenemos un coche. Now, resiste, please. Hoy, solo en pensarlo, vamos, me quiero desmayar. Muchas veces cuando oigo no tengo tal, no tengo cual, oigo I haven't a car. No, muy mal, muy mal, muy mal. Remember, hay dos posibilidades aquí y I haven't a car no es una de las dos. Es o I don't have a car or I haven't got a car. No podéis olvidar ese got, ese participio pasado de get es got. Y otra vez, no olvidéis que la combinación de haven't más got, ahí sí significa no tengo un coche. ¿Vale? So no quiero oír, ay, Hannah, no tengo coche. I haven't a car. I haven't a car. Muy mal, muy mal. Okay, so resist the temptation. Sé que es muy fuerte, okay? But resist, all right? Okay, so lo has dicho perfectamente bien.
Okay.
We haven't got a car. Así. Okay, do you have 5 minutes?
No, I haven't got 5 minutes.
Okay, good. Ahora la pregunta. Cambiar la pregunta igual.
Well,
So, do you have 5 minutes? Ahora convertirla.
Have
you
you
got-
have you got 5 minutes?
Okay, así, good.
Okay, okay.
Good, bien. Pero estás en el modo de, sí, question, answer.
Okay, okay.
Muy bien. También las dos. Okay, so, do you have 5 minutes? ¿Tienes 5 minutos? Y Mamen me ha convertido la frase a have you got? Have you got 5 minutes? Okay. Las dos frases significan lo mismo, exactamente lo mismo. Significa tienes 5 minutos. Do they have any children?
Have they got any children?
Good. Repeat. Great.
Have they got any children?
Fantastic. Muy bien. Do they have any children or have they got any children? Las dos formas iguales significan lo mismo. The house has a lot of windows.
The house haven't got a lot of windows.
Has
Has got a lot of windows.
Okay, great. Again.
The house has got a lot of windows.
Okay, good. A lot of.
A lot of.
A lot of.
A lot of.
Eso, muy bien. Great. So the house has a lot of windows. And la otra forma, the house has got a lot of windows. She doesn't have much free time.
She doesn't.
Oh,
she hasn't got much free time.
Good, muy bien. She doesn't have much free time. Y la otra versión, she hasn't got much free time. No tiene mucho tiempo libre. Okay, so I have to add, tengo que añadir también, estas dos formas, os he dicho, son las dos formas válidas, muy importantes, y hay que saber usar las dos, porque se usan mucho, mucho. Un momento usamos la forma tradicional, I have a car, y 2 segundos después, I've got a cat, así. Entonces hay que saber usar las dos formas bien. Pero ojo aquí, ojo, this is very important. La segunda forma con I've got a car, no olvidéis, eso solo se usa en presente simple, solo sirve para presente simple. O sea, tengo, no tengo, tenemos, tienes, no tiene, tienen, así. Si queremos usar tuve, tenía, eso es pasado, tendré y tal, usamos el verbo to have y conjugamos el verbo to have como cualquier otro verbo, ¿vale? So, pasado, cuando dices, antes, si dices tuve o tenía un gato, I had a cat. Y punto y final, I had a cat. No hay otra versión ni nada con got, I have got, I had got o algo así. No, es que no existe. Solo estas dos formas sirven, sobre todo la segunda, para presente simple. Okay, he has a lot of money.
She has got
he.
He has got a lot of money.
Okay, give me the contraction.
He's got a lot of money.
Okay, muy bien. So, he has a lot of money. Y la otra versión, he's got a lot of money. He has, como has es auxiliar, podemos contraer. He's got a lot of money. Okay, good job, Mamin.
Thank
Great
you
job.
very much.
Great job at home. Please keep practicing, and I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.
Ok, welcome back. Ay, vamos a formular preguntas sin un verbo auxiliar. ¿Os parece bien? Vamos a eliminar el verbo auxiliar. ¿He dicho irregular? El verbo auxiliar. The auxiliary verb. Let's liquidate the auxiliary verb. Why not? Does Peter live in California? ¿Qué pinta la palabra does? Un derivado del verbo to do, con que Pedro viva o no en California. Si lo ves fríamente en la gramática inglesa, no tiene sentido incluir does o el verbo to do en una ecuación que tiene que ver con vivir. Do you live in California? Does Peter live in California? ¿Por qué no decimos simple, lives Peter in California? Live you in... Life would be easier if auxiliary verbs didn't exist in English, but they do. I'm sorry. Let's look at a way. Let's find a way to eliminate the auxiliary verb, to kill it. Shall we? On camera number 1. Okay? Now, where does Peter live? Who did you speak to yesterday? Why did Maria try to kill you? Etc. These auxiliary verbs, que es un derivado del verbo to do, no pinta nada de significación, de significado. Sin embargo, están ahí para prestar auxilio al sujeto. Does Peter live in California? Entonces, Peter es el sujeto. Un sujeto bien identificado. Pedro, nuestro amigo Pedro, el de California. Does Peter, entonces, cuando hay un sujeto en una frase, en el interrogativo, hace falta un verbo auxiliar que preste auxilio, que le ayude al sujeto. Por lo visto, el sujeto no puede estar solo. Y luego el verbo principal, en este caso, live. ¿Vive Pedro en California? Does Peter live in California? Ahora, what happened? ¿Qué pasó? What happened? Aquí no hay verbo auxiliar. ¡Bam! Le hemos quitado. ¿Quién vino? Who came? Who came? ¿Ah? ¡Bam! Fuera verbo auxiliar. ¿Quién vive en California? Who lives in California? Okay. En estos casos, estos 3 casos, what happened? ¿Qué ocurrió? ¿Qué pasó? ¿Quién vino? Who came? ¿Y quién vive en California? Who lives in California? No hay sujeto. Bueno, sí hay sujeto. What o who. Estas palabras de pregunta son los sujetos. Pero en esencia el sujeto no se ha establecido todavía. La pregunta busca el sujeto. Cuando preguntas qué pasó, no sabes todavía qué es lo que pasó. Entonces la pregunta busca el evento, acontecimiento o suceso. ¿Okay? Cuando dices quién vino, no sabes todavía quién. La pregunta busca el nombre del sujeto que vino. All right? Who came? Si dices quién vive en California, who lives in California, estás buscando el nombre de la persona que de hecho vive en California. Entonces, cuando no hay sujeto, no hace falta un verbo auxiliar para prestar auxilio a un sujeto porque no está. Entonces, las preguntas donde no hay sujeto o que el sujeto, para un gramático diría sujeto es who or what, no hay verbo auxiliar. Entonces, no decimos what did happen. Decimos what happened. ¿Qué pasó? What happened? What happened? A fire. Un incendio. Wow. When did it happen? El it, que es pronombre de fuego, el incendio. ¿Cuándo ocurrió el incendio? O sea, ya se ha establecido que el sujeto es un incendio que tuvo lugar anoche, por ejemplo. Entonces, ¿cuándo ocurrió? When did it? Porque ya tenemos el sujeto identificado, el incendio. Y lo estamos metiendo en la frase, en la forma del pronombre it. What happened? There was a fire. A fire? When did it happen? How did it happen? Why did it happen? What time exactly did it happen? Okay. Segundo ejemplo. Who came? Leopoldo came. Leopoldo? When did he come? When did he come? Why did he come? How did he come? By car, by bus, by train, by plane? How did he come? And what time did he arrive? Yeah, did. Cuando tenemos ya establecido al amigo Leopoldo como el sujeto de la frase. Third example. ¿Quién vive en California? Who lives in California? Maria does. Maria lives in California. Maria? Why does she live in California? She's Spanish. Where does she live in California? In Los Angeles, San Francisco, San Diego, Sacramento, San Jose? Where? Where does she live in California? ¿Con quién vive? Who does she live with? So we have auxiliary verbs. All right. ¿Quién puede ganarle a Juan Luis en ajedrez? Who can beat Juan Luis in chess? ¿Quién vino ayer? Who came here yesterday? ¿Quién te llamó? Who called you? ¿Quién lo hizo? Who did it? Did you do it? Did I do it? Did Juan Luis do it? Did Maria do it? Who did it? Who came? Did Rafa come? Did Pedro come? Did Gerardo come? Did Gumercindo come? Did they come? Did you come? Who came? What happened? What happened? Was there a fire? Was there an explosion? What happened? Really, there was an explosion. When did it happen? Where did it happen? What time did it happen? What happened? Okay? In these cases, we don't have the auxiliary verb. The grammatical explanation is cuando el sujeto es who or what, or which, en este caso, ¿cuál vino? ¿Cuál de los dos vino? Which, no hay verbo auxiliar. Y cuando hay un sujeto ya identificado, sí hay un verbo auxiliar. What does Peter do? What does Peter, where does Peter work? Who works in IBM? Who works in the federal government? Where does Pedro work? Where did Pedro work yesterday? Where will Pedro work tomorrow? Who works with Pedro? Manolo does. Why does he work with Pedro? Is it clear? Okay. We'll see you in just a few minutes.
Hello, everybody, and welcome. Today, we're going to talk about questions, a different type of questions, a very interesting way of asking questions. But first, I would like to introduce my guest, Luca. Luca, how are you?
I'm fine, thank you. And you?
Great, thank you. Actually, before we start with our questions, we have to do something important. What do we have to do, Luca?
Some vocabulary.
Vocabulary, that's right, our 5 words of vocabulary. The first word, por escrito.
In writing.
In writing. We say, give it to me in writing. Give it to me in writing. Officially documented in writing, right?
All right.
Okay. Anfitriona.
Hostess.
Hostess. Yes. Host again.
Hostess.
Hostess. And that H we have to hostess. Again?
Hostess.
Yeah, good. Okay. Préstamo.
Loan.
Loan. Loan.
Loan.
Loan. And we have the verb prestar, which is to lend.
To lend.
Lend. If I lend you some money, I am giving you a
Loan.
loan. I'm giving you a loan. Préstamo. A loan. 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 Okay. Number 4, promoción. Ascenso. Promoción in the company. Promoción.
Promotion.
Promotion. Very easy, right?
Yes.
Promotion, 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 promotion. Finally, emisora de radio.
No, radio station.
Radio station. What's your favorite radio station?
My favorite radio station is Bogan.
Yeah, Vaughan Radio.
Vaughan
That's
Radio.
right. It's my favorite radio station as well. Vaughan Radio, yes. Radio station. Okay, very good. Now, we're going to look at something very interesting. We're going to practice now some questions where we don't need an auxiliary verb. That is, do. Do you like English?
Yes, I do.
Yes, I do. Do you? So we have the do. Do you like English? But we have a certain type of question where we don't need an auxiliary verb. If I say, who broke my watch? There's no auxiliary verb. It's the verb to break. And this happens when the subject is represented by that question word. Usually with who, and sometimes with what. What caused the fire? For example, what caused? So the main verb is in the past, right?
All right.
If I say, did you eat spaghetti yesterday?
No, I didn't.
No, she didn't, no. But my question, did you eat spaghetti? I have did, the auxiliary verb, indicating the tense, did, the past, and then eat, the infinitive. But in the case of what was my example? What caused the fire? What caused the fire? We have caused in the past because there's no auxiliary verb. Okay? So ask me what makes me happy.
What makes you happy?
Ask me again. Good, but ask me again.
What makes you happy?
Kyle, what makes you happy? Seeing my family makes me happy. And going to the cinema, pizza makes me happy. Movies make me happy. Music, a lot of things make me happy. Kyle, what makes you happy? Right? Ask me who makes more money, me or Bill Gates?
Kyle, who makes more money, you or Bill Gates?
Bill Gates. He makes more money than I do, yes. A lot more money, yes.
Obviously.
Ask me who my brother lives with.
Who your brother lives with? Who your brother lives with?
Now
No.
here in this case, we need the auxiliary verb. We say who
Okay.
does, right?
Who does
Because
your
it's-
brother live
Yeah,
with?
so we have to say, who does your brother live with? Who does your brother live with? Oh, he lives with, he lives with a friend of his, yes. Ask me who walked on the moon first.
Kyle, who walked on the moon
There you
first?
go. So who is representing the subject? Kyle, Who walked on the moon first? And it was Armstrong, right? Neil Armstrong. Okay. Ask me who broke the rules.
Who broke the rules?
Who broke the rules? Yeah. Who broke the rules? Again.
Who broke the rules?
Who broke the rules? Alberto. Alberto broke the rules, I think. Okay, now, let's try a little bit of translation with this idea, all right?
Okay.
¿Qué ha pasado?
What has happened?
What, well,
What
happened?
what happened?
What happened? Yeah, or ¿qué pasó, right? What happened? ¿Qué ha pasado? What happened?
Okay.
What happened? Okay. ¿Qué hay que arreglar? Ask me that question. What? ¿Qué hay que arreglar?
What do you have to repair?
But not you. We say what?
What needs to be repaired?
Ah, what needs to be repaired? Or what needs to be fixed?
Fixed.
What needs to be fixed?
Okay.
Ask me again.
What needs to be fixed?
Ah, yes. ¿Qué causó el fuego?
What caused the fire?
What caused the fire? Yeah, that was the same example as before. What caused the fire? What caused the fire?
A cigarette caused the
A
fire.
cigarette. The lights. There are a lot of lights in here. The lights caused the fire. Kyle, what caused the fire? So ask me that question. What caused the fire? Right? I want to know what caused the fire. Okay? Mm-hmm. ¿Qué hizo a Michael Jordan ser tan bueno en baloncesto?
What made Michael
But it was years ago.
What made Michael Jordan be so good at basketball?
Yeah, well, we don't need the verb to be.
No.
What made Michael Jordan?
So good at basketball.
Yeah. Ask me that question. Kyle, what made Michael Jordan so good at basketball? I suppose practicing, right? Just like studying English or anything else. Practice makes perfect. Do you agree?
Yes, I do.
Okay. ¿Qué hizo el ruido?
What? I don't know. What was?
What? No.
¿Cómo era ruido?
What made?
What made
The ruido? Noise.
the noise?
What made the noise? Ask me again.
What made the noise?
What made the noise? Okay. If I say, Alberto broke it, then what's the question?
What did Alberto?
Wow,
Oh, who,
Alberto broke.
Who broke?
Who broke it?
Who broke it?
Who broke it? Very good. Okay, so questions here without the auxiliary verb, typically with who and what.
Okay.
Good job.
Thank you.
Well done at home. We'll see you soon. Bye-bye.
Okay, another class, another day. One more step in the right direction, I hope. For me, yes. For me, it's one more step in the right direction, which is the direction of finishing this course. For you, I hope it's a step in the right direction. I imagine it's not a step in the wrong direction. It depends. If you watch this program in a relaxed, interested way, I'm sure it's a step in the right direction. If you watch this program in a tense way, trying to capture every word I say or my colleagues say, then it could be a step in the wrong direction. Don't get too tense and nervous about English. La gente que se angustia con mi idioma no lo aprende bien nunca. So, relax, but work hard.